So the one and only boxing pound for pound #1, the undisputed king of the sport, Terence Crawford, was on Live with Bernie the Boxer, where he responded to Teofimo Lopez calling him out and his interaction with him. More importantly, Bud responded to Teo being racially offensive, calling him a monkey. Check it out.
So what are your thoughts on Teo calling you you and Tank monkeys, man? That's some crazy stuff, man. That, you know what I mean? I feel like, man, like if you could be canceled, man, that dude should be canceled, man. That's man, that's not right, man. And somebody need to beat his ass, dude. He gonna get his ass beat. He close to getting his ass beat.
Man, listen though, you know, Teo is doing everything he can to get some attention right now. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, Teo this, Teo that, Bud need to fight Teo because of Canelo, this and this and that. Teo is like the little kid that's screaming for attention in any kind of way. He don't care if it's good attention, bad attention, he just want to scream for attention. Now, had that been me or Tank,
yes,
that call him
yes,
a racial slur,
yes,
you know, they would have been trying to cancel us. They would have been, you know, all the bloggers would have been, you know, disrespecting us, calling us racists, and it'd have been all over all the news outlets. You know what I mean? And I just look at things like that, like the hatred that's within always shows.
Mm-hmm.
No matter when it come out, it always come out. So that's not something that just came out. That's something that's been inside that man, that he was taught as a little kid.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? They always was racist. They always feel that way.
Speaking of emotions, you know, yeah, I'm emotional.
Yeah.
I'm taking shit personal because it is personal.
Yeah.
I can't not take it personal if this motherfucker in here talking about, oh, you nah, man. Now you like Teo.
Yeah.
He's a big.
Yeah. What happened with that? I seen you. You know what I mean? Y'all arguing.
It's a way that you go about getting a fight.
Yeah.
As a man, you're not about to disrespect me as a man because I'm not disrespecting you as a man.
Yeah.
When I call somebody out, I never disrespect Spence when I call Spence out.
Yeah.
I never disrespect Canelo when I call Canelo out.
Yeah.
I always acknowledge them. I always acknowledge their skills.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Spence still.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Canelo still.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It was that. You know what I mean? And this little motherfucker just disrespectful.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I seen him at the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He look at me and he playing because he think everything's a game.
Yeah.
But he don't understand that I will beat the out of him and his daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't go around with security guards. I don't got this big entourage with me.
Yeah.
And everybody know that.
Yeah.
Why? Not because I'm the baddest man on the earth.
Yeah.
Not because I think I beat up everybody, because I know what I'm about. I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
I don't try to portray to be nobody. I don't bother nobody.
Yes, sir.
I walk around as I please, come as I please, go
Yes,
as
sir.
I please. And I don't, you know what I mean? Try to be something that I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if I wig out, it's for a reason. And when I wig out, it's gonna be something different.
Yes, sir.
He see me and he laugh and he like, man, we gonna fight. I said, okay, this is my time to check his dad, because his dad slapped my shoulder trying to get some attention after my fight. You know what I mean? And it's on camera. And I'm just like, all right. So I go to his dad. I said, hey, if you ever put your hands on me again, I'm gonna beat your ass. And he like, oh man, we just want to fight. We just want to fight. And Teo like, no, we just want to fight. We just want to fight. I said, shut your bitch. So like grown folks is talking.
Yeah.
So now I'm pointing in his dad's face, because now I'm getting mad. I'm like I said, if you ever put your hands on me again, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
Teo like, oh man, what? You wanna fight? You wanna fight outside? I like, yeah, we gonna fight outside. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, dad hit me outside the ring. What the f you mean, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you outside the ring.
Yeah.
So then the security guard's coming, and now he getting bold. Oh, you don't want the world to see you lose. You don't want the world to. So then I come back. I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm over there if that was my dad,
Yeah.
I don't give a where we at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You poking my dad and you all in my dad face like this, and you think I'm just about to sit there and
Yeah.
he's a bro.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? And that's what I be saying about a lot of boxers. They get too hyped in the hype train when they got all these security guards around them, when they got this entourage around them, and then they start thinking like they tough, be like, oh, we just promoting a fight.
Yeah.
Everybody not playing with you.
Yes.
Everybody not playing that promoting fights.
Yes.
You get
Yes.
really beat up,
Yes.
stumped out in the streets,
Yes.
nigga, you and your daddy.
Yes. Yes.
Like, and they think, oh, well, I'm not scared. I don't want you to be scared.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not scared because scared people do scare shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's the number one thing when people say, hey, I'm not scared of you. I don't want you to be scared of me. You don't got to be scared to get f***ed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think these boxers be scared when they be getting in that ring? Some of them do, nigga.
Yeah.
And they f*** up because they scared.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be scared of me. I just want you to know, to respect me and know that I would really f*** you up in real time.
Exactly. 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 That's why he the people's champ, because he mean business. He stand on business. He say what he mean and mean what he say. You hear me? Man.
First of all, I agree with Bud 1000%. If any fighter on the Coincidentalist came out and said the things Teo and Ryan said, they will get canceled today before tomorrow. I'm talking about the moment they say it. They are canceled. However, Teo and Ryan, old media didn't even report on what Teo had to say. Notice how old media is covering up Teofimo Lopez racist comments. Not by covering the news, but more so by not covering the news, pretending that Teo didn't say anything. We all know if any fighter from the Coincidentalist said anything close to what Teo had to say, all of old media will have had reported the news. And Devin Haney is a living proof. Devin Haney is a living proof of that because 5 years ago, Devin Haney came out and he wasn't even half as racially offensive. Devin said that he will never lose to a white boy because at that time, old media said pound for pound number one was Lomachenko over Bud. That's why Devin Haney said that. After that, Devin Haney clarified that he meant it in terms of nobody is going to beat him. That's how he feels. And because Loma was pound for pound number one, according to old media, he said what he said due to that. However, old media didn't care. They were about to cancel Devin Haney to the point where they forced Devin Haney to apologize. And Devin Haney apologized. The WBC stepped in, and all of the boxing organizations, all of the news outlets, all of them reported on the news. But all of a sudden, Teo said what he said, and the WBO is missing. Teo said what he said, and old media is missing. They're not reporting on the news as if they don't exist, as if they can't hear, as if it's not their job to report the news. But when it came to Devin Haney, they were so quick to do so. More importantly, they were so quick to cancel Devin since he had the complexion for the neglection. But when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, clearly he has the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. Him and Ryan Garcia. Where is the public outrage for Teo and Ryan? Where is it? In fact, they criticize Devin Haney more, the person who got cheated, than the person who cheated, Ryan Garcia. Second of all, as far as Teo calling Bud out to fight, Teofimo Lopez said, what's the difference between Crawford having to move up two weight classes to fight Canelo and me moving up two weight classes to fight Crawford? In fact, Crawford has to move an additional two weight classes to fight Canelo. He already moved one. Me, I only got to move two instead of three like Bud. Well, the major difference is that Crawford is not over here getting beat by B-level opposition and looking bad against C-level opposition the way Teofimo Lopez did. Teofimo Lopez got beat by Ortiz. That's a fact. And Sando Martin. However, he robbed them in the process. And we already know Kambosos beat Teo. Therefore, why would the public want to see Teofimo Lopez fight Bud, who's over an elite level fighter, when Teofimo Lopez can't even beat the cherries he's selecting, the B-level opposition, the likes of Ortiz, Sando Martin, and Kambosos. Even the C-level opposition Teo is cherry-picking, he's struggling against them. When Teo fought Steve, who had 7 losses his last fight, Teofimo Lopez made that fight look like Hagler Hearn, which is my point exactly. Teofimo Lopez is out here clout chasing and capping, and the proof is in the pudding. The fact that Teofimo Lopez is over here cherry picking instead of fighting his own rivals in and around his division. That's right, Teo, factually speaking, is ducking all of his rivals. Devin Haney, Shakur, Keyshawn, and even Gervonta. That's right. Teo is pretending like he want to fight Tank now. But when Teo beat Lomachenko, Floyd tried to make that fight happen. And Teofimo Lopez told Tank and Floyd, if I'm not the A side, then the fight is not going to happen. Basically, Teo overpriced himself. Even Teo's own father admitted on tape that Teo is not going to fight Shakur, Tank, and Devin Haney anytime soon because those fights don't make sense. So if Teofimo Lopez is ducking his own rivals, how are we supposed to believe he want to fight Bud, who already smoked his rivals? The likes of Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Benavidez. Crawford already knocked out all of them. That's why Bud, as pound for pound number 1, who already beat all of his elite rivals, has the right to challenge Canelo Alvarez, because Bud is the king, not Canelo. Teo doesn't have the right to do anything because he's ducking his own rivals in his division. He has yet to fight them, and he's losing to the cherries he's selecting, the B-level opposition he's fighting, and that's Ortiz, Sando Martin, and Kambosos. Kambosos already exposed Teofimo Lopez's fantasy that he's living in. The reality is, Teo is clout chasing Bud because he knows Bud doesn't have the time of the day for Teo. He has bigger fish to fry, and that's Canelo. Due to that, Teo will deflect from fighting his own rivals. Turkey just actually offered Teofimo Lopez the biggest payday of his career to fight Devin Haney next in February 2025. Neither one of them have a fight coming up, and Teo still turned down the fight for his biggest payday. Teo said he have yet to make $1 million, but when Turkey offered him over $10 million to fight Devin Haney, he turned that down. So what does that tell you? Nobody believes you, Teo. You need more people. If you ducking Devin Haney, who's not 100% yet, due to the fact he just got cheated by Ryan, then how are we supposed to believe you want to fight Bud? If you are ducking Brian Norman, the WBO champion at welterweight, then how are we supposed to believe you want to fight Bud at 154? If Teo is not even willing to fight Brian Norman at 147 for the WBO title. We all know what time it is. A guy that's ducking Devin Haney and Brian Norman doesn't want to fight Bud, and that's a fact, especially at a higher weight class. A guy that doesn't want to fight his own rivals, nor the man who knocked out his father, Keyshawn Davis. How are we supposed to believe that guy wants to fight Bud? A guy who lost to Kambosos, Sando Martin, and Ortiz. How is the public would even want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Bud, the undisputed king of the sport? The reason why people want to see Bud versus Canelo is because the way Bud smoked Errol Spence, the way Bud knocked out Sean Porter, someone who never been stopped before, the way Bud have been smoking all of his competition. That's why they want to see Bud versus Canelo, since Bud already smoked his rivals. Meanwhile, if Teofimo Lopez goes out there and smokes Devin Haney after accepting Turkey's offer, if Teofimo Lopez goes out there and smokes Gervonta, Shakur, or at least Keyshawn, at that point, people are not going to mind seeing Teo versus Bud. But Teo has to stop ducking his rivals and stop cherry-picking B-level and C-level opposition while losing, robbing, or looking terrible against them. You don't see a fighter making his debut, challenging a champion right away. Why? Because he haven't earned the right. Teo has not earned the right. All he earned was a couple ass whippings and robberies. And we all know that doesn't give you a title shot against pound for pound number one Terence Crawford. In order to make it to the Super Bowl, you have to win the playoffs. You can't get smoked at the playoffs, but want to play at the Super Bowl. And that's what Teo is asking for, while getting dropped by Kambosos and Sando Martin, along with getting beat by Ortiz. That's not going to grant you anything. With the opinions out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Terence is a monster, but I don't know, do you think you can make that weight? Not saying you wouldn't make the weight. You're at 140 now, but I'm talking about you could bulk up to fight a Bud Crawford, because his last fight was at 154.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, anything's possible, truthfully. I mean, if you think about it from that point of view, why is Crawford and everybody okay with Crawford fighting Canelo, which he got to go 2 more weight classes up? So from 147, 54, that's a weight class, plus the extra.
Yeah, you're right. I stand corrected.
I think, I'll be honest with you, not to cut you off, Mace, is that I was pumping the Crawford-Canelo thing, but I'm not sure no more after seeing Canelo's last fight and Crawford's last fight. Now, don't get me wrong, Crawford fought an unorthodox, mad herky-jerky, pause, moving around. He was hard to hit, and he was pretty tough.
For myself, truthfully, you'll see the size measurement on that, because you got to go up 3 more. You got to pretty much go up 2 more weight classes. It's no longer just that one. And his first weight class that he jumps up, Crawford, you know, he having a hard time with Madrimov, you know, and showed a lot of flaws in him. And I think that 1 year staying out the competitive ring, I think that really did a lot of damage to him too. So I'd rather get him now before he hits that peak. But for the Canelo situation, I know that it's just a money grab. That's a money show right there.
You don't think he'll beat Canelo?
Not saying. I just don't think he'll be outclassing like he did with Errol Spence.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to really have to really put everything else, last bits of his prime or whatever he has left in him for that fight, because those weight classes are different. I mean, look what happened to Canelo against Bivol. I mean, just one weight class up.
People try to sweep that under the rug that Canelo got beat by that heavyweight because they love Canelo so much. But yeah, Canelo took an L when he tried to move up.
Exactly, my point. So, you know.
Teofimo Lopez Jr., you done went over there to the Cannon May show and you lying like a... Every opportunity to fight, we put it on the table for you, including an opportunity with Turkey Al-Rashid and your company Top Rank just a couple of months ago. But I'm going to let you know, and the people, Devin Haney wants to fight you whenever, wherever, including right now. So, let's see what your fat mouth daddy got to say about that.